How to estimate square root. I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will understand how to estimate square root. Well, if you are given a perfect square, then it's easy to estimate. So for example, what is square root of 9? Well, square root of 9 is 3 because 3 square is 9. How about square root of 100? Square root of 100 is 10 since 10 square is 100. What about square root of 625? 625 is 25 square, and therefore square root of 625 is 25. So if you are given a perfect square, then it's kind of easy. Now let us take a situation when we have a number which is not a perfect square. So in that case, how do we estimate, right? So let's start with a number like, let us say 65. Okay, so we need to find square root of 65. What can it be? We know 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, and since 65 is very close to 64, our estimate is that this should be equals to 8.1. That's a neat way of estimating, right? Okay, so if I would have taken a number which was closer to 81, for example, square root of 79, then the answer should have been closer to 9, right? So it could be 8.9, could be our guess, right? It is a question of estimating. So that's the whole idea, right? So if you are estimating, it has to be between two limits, correct? Now if I take a number which is kind of midway, right, which is 64 and 81 around, let us say 70, right? So if we have square root of 70, then our estimate could be midway, right? So we can write 8.5 as an estimate, right? I'm not saying that these are the best estimates, but this is a quick way of estimating. Let's try it once again. Now this time let us take a number which is kind of, let's say, square root of 24. So I've taken a smaller number this time. Square root of 24 means, well, it is less than 25, so we have 5 square, which is 25, and less than means 4 square is 16, right? So it is between 16 and 25, and of course 24 is closer to 25. Therefore we will estimate this as 4.9, right? So 4.9 is a good estimate for 25. You can make similar estimates for square root of 20, right? Figure this out, and let us say square root of, let us say 17, right? So this will be an exercise for you. Well, let's take more numbers, right? So let me take a bigger number this time. Let's say the number is square root of 118. Now you know 10 square is 100, right? But 118 is more than 100. So let's try 11. 11 square is 121. Now 118 is close to 121, right? So you could estimate this as 10.8 or 10.9, right? So that is how you could estimate, and let's write 10.9 for the time being, right? So like this you can estimate. So now you can estimate for, let me take a number midway, 110, right? So obviously it should be between 10 and 11, right? So that is how you estimate. If I take a number which is 102, right, so that means it is very close to 100, so it has to be 10.1 or something like that, right? So that is how you should be estimating square roots. So we'll have few questions and multiple choice questions for you to select the best answer from estimating. I hope you enjoy this exercise. Thank you and all the best.